Earthlings. I found this fish from Mexico and it inspired a tiny mural. And so you get to watch me paint that. And in the meantime, Dan Patrix is up to some shenanigans. He's got some kind of reading to do and he's included me. So you're gonna get to hear that conversation, but that story comes next. Come and watch me paint this mural in Dottie this morning. Good morning, Earthlings. I was looking at this fish. It was part of something I got in Mexico. I've been waiting for a long time for an inspiration for this area right here. See, I love this. But I wanted something up here. And I was just looking at this and I was thinking, wow. So I'm going to get out my acrylic paints. Just so happens I had all these beautiful colors in my kit from the rock painting class. It's really good to have a lot of different paintbrushes because you just never know which one is going to be perfect for your project. And you do want to get a really good paintbrush. Alrighty, so it kind of looks like we're going to start out with a dark blue. So I'm not even using a palette. I'm just squeezing it out of the tube. You need the correct paintbrush. There I sound like the principal again. What I would recommend you do is to just get a bunch from white, different kind of pinks. Just think about what a kid would want and just have it in your collection. This first part of it. I'm going to let it dry a little bit. You see that? It looks kind of scary. Ah! Let me tell you what I did here. This is just a piece of ribbon that I got from a bread bag. And this is a button. Cool buttons. And then, where are you going? Oh, you're going over there. You want to see the rest of it. Oh, okay. So then this thing I got at a thrift store, and she's cute. And I put her up there good. Everything has to be good because when we move, I don't want anything to fall down. And then I got all these little things. So, like I say, I like junk. And that's junk. Here's some junk. This poster. Where'd you go? Oh, this poster. Where'd you go? Okay. This poster was my first poster ever. You like it? It was for the art walk. And they use my folks. And then I got this from Mexico. That's where the fish came from. Came from that thing. I like Mexico stuff. If you haven't been there, you gotta go there as an artist. Get these acrylic paints and maybe some old stuff and just go to Mexico. Start painting everything. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this up in a bit. Let it dry. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Sharon. It's cold out here in this truck, man. So, Sharon, this is going to be my first ever features. And what I might like to do is have you help me make a poster. Like the bands make posters of them playing at the Oxford.
Yeah.
I want to get a poster made and stick it on the window of a Black Dog Gallery in a few days and advertise my stuff there. And maybe if you have any clips of band, cards, any of that stuff, bring those too.
Oh, all right. So I'll bring all that when I come today.
The feature has a few extra 15 minutes or so on a break to be able to sell his merchandise.
That's great. Oh, I'm so glad to be part of this.
And if you can come next Monday and video that would be very nice.
Oh my goodness, that sounds fun.
And we can merchandise some of my stuff. This is the tip of it, sir. This is how it's starting out. It's going, man. Not done yet. Okay?
Okay.
Real hard work and my poetry and other stuff, we're going to put it together and market something. I have full plans on marketing those tadpoles. Bumper stickers, t-shirts, maybe even shower curtains,
Oh boy. The tadpoles?
Take a puff of that and enjoy the tadpoles. I love my image that you did on that. And we'll talk more about that when we get out there this afternoon. Alright?
Alright.
Anyway, I gotta get ready to go. I'm getting close to the Oxford. I'll see ya.
Alright, see you later, Dan.
Bye.
Bye. So that was my painting, my little mural, and it really looks nice in the corner here. I mean, it looks like a nice little corner. This is my space. And I'd really love to encourage you to go get your own space and fix it up the way you want to. I mean, we don't have to live in a white box. We can live here. And you know, I love junk. This place is just full of junk. Anyway, so the second part of my adventure yesterday, finished this, and then I went over to Dan's, and by the end of the day, he had me producing a t-shirt. So I had to finish that off this morning. He's got so many ideas, and it all started because of his book, and they want him to be the featured artist at the Black Lab. And so now we're going to have t-shirts, and I got a microphone so we can videotape him, and it's pretty exciting. I think when you get into this a positive rumbling, even if it's somebody else's positive rumbling, you get onto their boat, it just makes everything, makes your brain, your creative part of your brain just swirl with dopamine. So I'm going to show you what happened there. I don't know what else we did. We just had some time at the beach, I guess. You know, Dan was my ex-husband, and we didn't get along very well. And now that we're split up, we're best friends, and that's just the way it is with Dan. We're just best friends. So the finished product looks nothing like the inspiration, but that's okay. So I think maybe it'd be fun to go get some acrylic paint and some paintbrushes and some fish from Mexico and paint your own mural. It's not really that hard. And if you're lucky enough to have a friend like Dan to talk to, it won't be boring either. So until next time, thank you so much for coming. Next time, we're going to do the rest of the Dan stuff. You can't miss that. Well, I hope that inspired you to make a little mural in your house too. Well, now I'm off to see Dan and our shenanigans at the Black Lab Gallery. You're going to have to see that one. That'll be next. Have a great day. I'm going to work.